A great future. Okay. Next question now. In the implementation stage of a critical network security project, it is revealed that a specialist responsible for key parts of the configuration will be taking an emergency leave. What should the project manager do to address the specialist imminent absence and keep the project on schedule? Facilitate a discussion with the project team to reduce the specialist responsibility effectively about assisting team members, such as pausing the project, contact an external firm to temporarily fill the specialist request and agreed extension. I think discussion. Create a feature in the company's newsletter. Organize a casual team lunch where the developers input can be informally submit a recommendation for the developer to be considered for a prestigious industry award. Identify a form of recognition that align with what the developer values the most, whether it can be professional development opportunities or a specific public acknowledgement or something personal. Yes, near the completion of an extensive project, it's noted that one developer innovative solution have greatly enhanced the project outcome, distinguishing their contribution from the rest of the team. What is the most appropriate way? Deploy our conflict resolution techniques specifically designed to address and integrate the diverse viewpoint into a unified strategy. Conduct a poll within the team and among stakeholders to democratically decide the project's focus area. Facilitate a focused group discussion leveraging design thinking principle to foster innovative solutions and choose the best solution. Suggest the team separately debates and reaches a consensus without managerial intervention. As the project manager for a novel online education platform, you are faced with divergent views among stakeholders regarding the balance between interactive mode and accessibility features. The development team is split in which aspect to prioritize, potentially affecting the project timeline. What action should the project manager take to navigate this impasse effectively? Focus group discussion. Establish a robust risk management process to identify and monitor potential technical challenges throughout the project. Schedule mid-sprint reviews to assess progress and cover hidden risk before they escalate. Conduct regular one-on-one meetings with the team lead to identify potential risks that might surface in group settings. Use a project management tool to track progress and flag potential risks based on timeline deviations. Halfway through a crucial website development project, it was revealed during a sprint review that an unforeseen technical hurdle could potentially delay the project's completion. Okay, this revelation came as a surprise, especially considering the project manager prior weekly update indicated that the project was proceeding according to plan. What could have been done differently to avoid being caught off guard by such a throughout the project? Yes. Coordinate with the customer service department to extend their hours in the weeks following the launch. Initiate temporary dedicated hotline, set up a series of self-paced webinars, create a comprehensive online app. Extend that. A project manager overseeing the rollout of a new online banking platform, ensuring that customer can seamlessly transition and utilize the platform is critical. The project sponsor emphasized the importance of excellent customer support following the launch. What action should the project manager take to fulfill the requirement? Initiate a prime temporary dedicated hotline, set up a series of self-paced webinars, create a comprehensive online help center and tutorial and options for live support. I think this emphasize stakeholder register engagement plan schedule, project schedule and communication plan. What document is most likely to at the outset of an initiative to introduce smart city technology, it's discovered that input from a crucial environmental expert was not included. Stakeholder registered during the preliminary distribution. What document? Initiate the project by focusing on high priority tasks and develop the documentation as these tasks progress. Instruct department head to compile the respective section of the project documentation to streamline the process. Look into industry standards project management template to quickly draft the necessary documentation. Engage the entire project team in a comprehensive planning section to collaboratively develop all critical project management documents. Just assign a lead to lead a new technology integration project. The project manager learns that no foundational project documentation exists, leaving the team uncertain about project scope. Should solid foundation. They should plan to enhance project communication and address emerging issues. A project manager organizes bi-weekly meeting with the development team of a software project. What should the project manager prioritize at the beginning of these meetings? Detail the current status of the project schedule and end division, meeting agenda, times and topics to cover. Reevaluate the project scope, gather feedback for continue. Meeting it. He should set the meeting agenda, time, and topics which needs to be covered. Conduct team building events focused on enhancing team collaboration, and open communication. Host a problem solving workshop where team member can collaboratively identify solution to technical issues. Increase the frequency of progress review meetings to closely monitor team performance. Arrange for a professional mediator. In the midst of an executing a high rigor, several unexpected software bug and team miscommunication have led to project delay, causing tension within the team and concern from the project sponsor about meeting the key deliverable. What should the project manager do to alleviate these issues and step back the project back on track? No. It's problem solving workshop where team member can ability and tech solution to technical issues. Yeah. Software bugs and team. I think we should, because there is tension between the team and conducting team building event will help. Organize weekly roundup session to address all accumulated decision needs in one go. Implement a critical path analysis to pinpoint decision making as a primary project delay. Assign decision making responsibilities for specific areas to trusted project lead. Make all decision to ensure it can be done in a timely manner. During a key phase of an infrastructure project, the project manager notices significant slowdown decision making due to their need to improve numerous minor project adjustments. This has started to impact the project's momentum as the project manager's schedule is dominated by what initiative he should assign the decision making objectives. Transition to a streamlined weekly email summary highlighting critical points. Utilize project management tool. Conduct a detailed discussion with the sponsor to identify the preference for information report format. In the midst of a complex IT project, feedback from an executive sponsor indicate dissatisfaction with the detailed nature of the project update, which they find cumbersome and distracting. What measures should the project manager implement to refine the communication process? Instruct the new developer to maintain the status quo, preserve team harmony and project pace. Assign the developer to less critical tasks. Facilitate a session where the new developer can present the proposed testing method, detailing its advantages and implement. When the developer prepare a detailed report on the proposed method for review. During an iterative development project for a new software tool, a developer who has recently added to the team suggests implementing a cutting edge testing technique that differs significantly from the project's standard practices. The rest of the team has expressed reluctance to deviate from known methods. What should the project manager do to address the team's reluctance? Facilitate a session where he should uh, proposed testing method and their advantages and disadvantages. Lies with the external contractor to understand the reason behind the delay, perform a detailed assessment to got the delay the discussion until stakeholder noticed, compare the situation with documented on, record the delay in the project risk and discuss it openly. No. Ahead of a crucial update meeting, a project manager learned that a potential unforeseen delay in a project segment that involves an external contractor. The full extent of how this will affect the project is not yet known. What two actions should the project manager take before assessing this in the meeting? Assess the feasibility of incorporating the new analytics feature within the existing project. Consult with the finance team to assess the potential financial impact. Implication and budget adjustment. Coordinate a meeting with key stakeholders to evaluate the added value, assess the effort and risk of incorporating the new feature, and draft a supplement project charter for the analytics feature addition pending executive approval. At the conclusion, okay, of an enterprise software implementation project, a department has suggested the addition of a new analytics feature to improve data visualization capability. This feature was not covered in the project's initial scope but is considered by the department head to be straightforward enhancement that can be managed by the current IT staff. What action should the project manager take in response? He should draft a supplement project charter for the analytics feature addition pending executive approval. Yes, because at the conclusion, like in the end of the project, if somebody is coming to you and asking to add some feature, then it is best suitable to write a new project charter for that. Initiate a feasibility study to explore the technical and financial aspect. Estimate the potential and on the project and timeline. Consult with the project team to assess how the integration will affect the overall project. Conduct an assessment of the proposed additions impact on the project. As a part of initiative to upgrade an educational institution digital infrastructure, a department head proposes the integration of an AI-based learning assistant, which was not included in the initial project scope. The department head is also unsure if the project's investor will agree to the necessary budget increase for this addition. What initial action should the project manager undertake regarding the proposed integration? Feasibility study. Estimate the potential impact on the project budget and timeline. Consult with the project team to assess how the integration could affect the overall project. Conduct an assessment of the proposed additions impact on the. I think this. I think we do need to do the estimations here, and we don't need to do a feasibility study. How feasible it is. Consulting the team is a good option, and conducting an assessment. Obviously, I think conducting an assessment is assessing the situation, so I'll go with the assessment. Initiate a search for cybersecurity expert to fortify the platform against emerging threat. Begin the transition process for a new product owner to ensure strategic project insight continues. Start the process to secure a new IT contract or renew the existing one for unapproved resources on identified regulatory compliance issues to prevent any legal or potential operational setback. In the rollout of a crucial update to an e-commerce platform, the project manager is presented with several pressing issues. There is an immediate need for expertise in cybersecurity due to new threats. Significant personnel changes are on the horizon, including the exit of the product owner and a new data security law has been passed. What should the project manager direct focus to ensure the project remains on course? I think begin the transition process for a new product owner to ensure strategic project oversight. Yeah. Trial several top related collaboration program on a small scale to gauge mechanism to full-time rollout. Yes. Delegate the decision to the organization technology advisory for an expert recommendation. Organize a series of current tools capable before considering new options. Organize a meeting with the entire team to assess need, evaluate alternate, and decide on the best collaboration tool. As a project unfolds for a global health initiative, the project manager identifies that the current online collaboration tools are hindering effective communication across time zones, affecting the project's progress. Across the time zone of functioning project program, the team has change in digital tool could significantly improve project dynamic and cross team interaction. What should the assess and alternatives? Convene a comprehensive briefing with the key stakeholder to consolidate understanding and set unified expectation for the project. Draft a contingency plan to address potential gap that might emerge post implementation. Propose a preliminary phase of collaboration between the technical team and the organization. Send out a survey to department head to collect initial impressions and concerns regarding the vendor's claim. For the implementation of a sophisticated security software across multiple departments, the selected external provider asserts that the solution is plug and play, negating the need for any in-depth environment or validation activities from the organization. The project manager, aiming to ensure the solution's compatibility and effectiveness, decides to confirm these assertions with the organization. What initial steps should the project manager take to guarantee alignments and propose a preliminary phase of collaboration between? Enhance the efficiency of a development cycle. Implement a structured risk management approach to significantly decrease project uncertainties. Prioritize and deliver product features in alignment with their value and customer demand. Reduce operational expense by optimizing team workflows and resource utilization. A technology firm is transitioning its software development practices to agile to improve its product development lifecycle. The move aims to make the development process more dynamic and responsive to customer needs and market demand. What is the principal advantage of adopting product features? Inform the senior management key stakeholder without potential in suggesting reassessment of the project. Summarize the project achievement date and expected impact of the delay in a detailing session. Revise the project timeline with lead engineers to pinpoint specific tasks that are causing the potential remedies. Review the current project timeline, the entire project team. During the critical phase of green energy plant construction project, it becomes evident that project may not that not adhere to initially planned schedule. This situation arises even as the project team has been performing and marking the completion of several important. What is the first course of action the project may address? The remaining inform the senior manager case about partners adjustment project. I think be transparent in this situation. Program roadmap, business case, strategic alignment, technical design document. Amid the rollout of a new software designed to enhance customer engagement, for a retail chain, the lead role transitions due to a promotion. The incoming project manager is tasked with guiding the project to its completion under a hybrid project management framework. Which document should the new project manager review first to understand the strategic benefits and objectives of the project? Business case, I think. Key stakeholders from each department should collaboratively determine the methodologies. The project manager and team are strictly utilize the industry standard set of methodologies. The chief, as the highest authority on technology projects, should select the methodology and tools plan. The project manager and the project management team should identify and select the method that best suit the project's unique aspects. Yes, embarking on an enterprise-wide software project distinctively different from the organization's usual IT initiative, the project manager starts with selecting project management methodologies and tools based aligned with the specific venture's need. Who should be the primary responsible for choosing the manager, management methodologies and tools tailored to this distinctive project? Develop individualized communication management plan that cater to specific information need and preferences of each project team discipline. Institute a centralized project information dashboard for real-time update and transparent sharing across all the team disciplines. Conduct interdisciplinary workshop to foster mutual understanding and collaborate problem solving skill among team members. Assign communication liaison with each discipline to streamline the flow of project information, facilitate interdepartmental understanding. In spearheading a groundbreaking environmental initiative within a large organization, the project manager faces the challenges of clear and effective communication among team. Engineering manager, what should be? Okay, I think individual need. Create a project Reiki chart, project schedule network diagram, work breakdown structure, and scheduling the execution phases for the project's tasks. Following the approval of the project charter, the project manager begins working with the team to organize the project's scope into smaller detailed components. What is the project manager primarily working on? Work breakdown, WBS. Work with the team to identify a project's communication protocols that will work with them to ensure timely participation in the release, identify time that could potentially increase attendee. Transition to an asynchronous communication model to allow team members to update their status, solicit input from project stakeholders on effective method to improve team engagement. On a high-stakes software development program, the project manager notices a pattern where numerous team members are either late or entirely missed. What action should efficacy and attendance? Work with the team. Propose a temporary relocation of resources. Have the sponsor analyze potential cost-saving measures within the project to relocate funds. Submit a formal change request to revise the project cost baseline, accommodating the incurred in the testing phase. Adjust the project financial strategy to ensure the newly identified testing needs are adequately funded without compromising project quality. A project manager discovered that recent legislative update necessitated additional security enhancement to the project. Although the development team has incorporated these as enhancements without exceeding their budget, the project manager realizes that the allocated budget for quality assurance testing is quickly being depleted due to these unplanned requirements. What action should the project manager take to manage the escalating costs? He should submit a change request for cost baseline. Organize a strategic meeting with the product owner to assess the project priorities and integrate the new software library requirement. Update the project timeline. Identify this need as a project risk. Delegate the task of integrating. In the development of an innovative mobile application, the Agile project team discovers the need for an advanced software library that wasn't initially anticipated, which is crucial for he should talk to the product owner. Offer monetary incentives to team members who agree to work extended hours. Regularly recognize team efforts and celebrate milestones. Reassign tasks to focus on high priority. Introduce mandatory team building activities to encourage collaboration and increase motivation. While working on a project, the client requests for additional changes threaten to extend the project's timeline significantly. The project manager is exploring options to accelerate the project timeline to accommodate these changes, but there is a concern about the potential for increased overtime for the team. What action should the project manager take to keep the team motivated despite these challenges? Regular reassign tasks to focus on high priority deliverables. Encourage team members to use the software in their meeting to set an example for the rest of the team. Implement a reward system for a conduct one-on-one session to understand individual risks and tailor support. Organize a comprehensive training center to demonstrate the functional benefits of the new software. Major software project development. The project manager finds that several team members are reluctant to use new project management software, believing it will be overly complicated and not beneficial for their task. What should the project manager have initially done to facilitate the adoption of the new? Conducted one-on-one sessions. Rolling wave, backward pass, dependency structuring, layer and like optimization. On infrastructure project to upgrade city water system, the project manager is struggling to finalize the project schedule due to unpredictable regulatory review times and potential delays is securing necessary equipment. What scheduling technique should the project manager adopt to manage the planning effectively under these conditions? Unpredictable review. Lead and lag optimization. I don't know what is that. Rolling wave planning is an agile methodology. Rolling wave. Let me just see. Mm, mm, rolling wave. What is rolling wave? Uh, Roadmap. Rolling wave, an iterative planning in which the work to be accomplished in the near term is planned in detail while the work in the future is planned at a higher level. Okay, but what do we want in here? What is the question? The project manager is struggling to finalize the project schedule due to unpredictable regulatory review times and potential delays in securing necessary equipment. Okay, lead and lag on backward pass. I think planning, planning. Let's just go for this. I need to rush actually. That's why I'm just selecting anything that is coming to me. During the rollout of a new IT system within a large corporation, the project manager observes that discussion and stakeholder during the rollout of a new IT system within a large corporation, the project manager observes that discussion and stakeholder may have frequently delay and bypassing or delves into technical detail irrelevant to the meeting subject. This behavior is causing meetings to overrun and is reducing the time available to cover all agenda. What action should emphasize the meeting at the start and kindly remind participants to keep discussion. Implement a contingency fund. Consult with external to get the insight on managing weather related risk, re-evaluate the risk and management plan, risk reduction whether entitled to incorporate failure, whether related, and just project timelines and milestone to allow for greater flexibility in response to weather changes. On an agricultural development project, a key team member expresses dissatisfaction with the current risk management strategy, feeling it doesn't adequately address the potential for unpredictable weather conditions affecting crop. What action should the request that the team manually sketch the campaign concept while awaiting license renewal. Have the team work with the IT department to read and other aspect of the campaign that don't require design software. Coordinate with the IT to promptly renew the software. A project name in a digital marketing project discovered that the key design software license has expired, halting the team work on a critical. What is the most effective initial action for the project manager to take? Insist that the developer work remotely during their leave to ensure the backlog and escalate the issue to senior, re-evaluate the sprint goal and backlog and consult with the team about adjustment and communication. It's just I need to rush actually. So that's why I just need to do. During a critical phase of software development work, each developer notifies the project manager that they will not need to an unexpected impact. Okay, let's see how many I have. Oh my god, it's 73. Oh my god. 27 questions, which is too much. My god. Why every question? Yeah. Start. Okay, so this is correct. This is correct. 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 So, okay. Okay, to prevent the prevention. Acha, yes, we don't need to emphasize. We won't require that all significant uncontrolled communication between team member and client can lead to misinformation, misalignment, necessary concern to prevent this prevention and ensure that all significant projects and concerns are communicated through formats such as status report, schedule meeting, structure. We want this to maintain clarity. Okay. I think when I was rushing in the last section, that was where I did selected the wrong answers. Okay, we cannot. Yes, we cannot adjust the scope. Yes, it doesn't. Check out to refine project requirement. Okay, yeah. Software feature and client requirement indicate a breakdown in communication. Yes, this issue has led to schedule delays and cost overruns. Okay. Organize for community leader to detail their concern with the project and its impact on the area. Organize community leaders. Yes, organize something for community leader. The wording is wrong. Yeah. Highlight the project's collective achievement, emphasizing that success is attributed to the team as a whole, not individual feats. Discovering that one project team member feels their efforts are undervalued compared to leading to a decline in their participation. Okay, okay, okay. Project. The first step should be to assess how existing financial reserve can be optimized. Okay, okay. When you have short budget, you need to assess. Okay, areas where cost can be reduced. Okay, and short-term goals. Okay, yeah, I was selecting this. Okay, okay. Extension for sure. Stamina workshop can help. Okay, okay. First, since it's between the product and health data production, the product manager first conduct the analysis. Okay, okay. Initiate virtual stand-ups when organization is diverse. Virtual help maintain alignment across zones. Okay, assess the risk. Okay, update the project documentation to reflect the zoning law and its impact. Okay. Mm. Deploy conflict resolution techniques specifically address and integrate diverse background into a unified strategy. Conflict resolution technique discussions. Okay. Perform a detailed assessment and record the delay in the project design. Discuss and opinion this. Okay. Resolve the identified compliance issues to prevent illegal. Okay. Resolve the issue. Okay. Convene a comprehensive briefing with case to consolidate understanding and set unified expectation for the project. Reducing the risk of unforeseen issues. Review the current project timeline. The timeline, the entire project team. Mm. Rolling wave planning. Okay, done.